Explain yourself. Why didn't you bring your red scarf? I forgot. You forgot? Out of all 61 students in this class, you're the only one who forgot? Do you think you're special? Or do you think the school's rules are just a joke? I talked about discipline just yesterday. Forgetting your red scarf is a direct challenge to the class's discipline. Since your red scarf doesn't want to come to school, then you won't need to wear one ever again. Ha ha ha! But since you didn't bring yours, you're going to make everyone else wear a new one. This is your punishment for damaging our collective honor. You are going to buy a new red scarf for every single student in this class. Everyone except you. That's 60 scarves. Humph. Of course, you can just have your parents buy them. After all, when a child fails, it's the father's fault. Do you understand me? I understand. Good, as long as you understand. I want to see those 60 scarves tomorrow, sitting right there on my desk. If you can't do that, tell your parents to come to the school and have a talk with me. Fine, I'll buy them. Why stop at 60? From now on, whenever anyone else forgets theirs, they can just take one from your stash. You might as well just provide them for the whole school. Fine. There are 6 grades in this school, with 8 classes per grade. Each class has an average of 50 to 60 students. That's roughly 2,800 people total. Following Sun Ping's logic, the amount I need to prepare has to cover that entire number. My father always said, if you're going to do something, don't do it at all, or do it to the absolute extreme. Leave them absolutely nowhere to run. Hello, son? Dad, what's wrong? Why are you home so early? I got punished. Tell me, the teacher is making me buy a red scarf for every student in my class, 60 total. She even said I might as well provide them for the whole school. There are 60 towels in total, and he even suggested we provide them for the whole school. He said if I couldn't do it, I had to bring you to the school to talk to him. His name is Sun Ping, right? That's right, the one who teaches you Chinese. Son, do you really think he just wants you to buy 60 neckerchiefs? No, his goal is to make me or you feel humiliated. He wants to see us beg him. Good, then we won't let him get his way. If he said you should buy them, then buy them. Since he said to get them for the whole school, let's do it. That's a great idea. I have a friend who works in textile exports. The cost for these things is very low. He asked for 60 because he thought that amount would cost you enough to sting, but not enough to cause a huge scene. He's being very calculating, but he forgot one thing. He doesn't know what your father does for a living. I'll contact him right now. I'll have him check the standard specs and the factory price. We'll go through the proper official procurement process. We need invoices and shipping manifests. As for the quantity, the school has 2,800 students, right? With backups and loss, we should have at least 3 times that. Let's round it up to 10,000. 10,000 is too many. Not at all. In business, it's all about economies of scale. With 10,000, we can get the best possible price. Plus, we'll use an 18-wheeler to deliver them. We'll have it parked right at the school gate. Let him see exactly how our family carries out his orders. I understand. You don't have to worry about a thing. Just go to school as usual tomorrow. Remember, from this moment on, no matter who asks you, tell them it was Mr. Sun who told you to buy them. Tell them he's the one who asked you to provide them for the whole school. You're a good student. You're just listening to your teacher. Yeah, Dad. Do as your teacher says. Okay, Dad. One more thing. About that textile factory. Do they sell those gold bars by the box? Yeah, they do. How many per box? Probably about 100 or 120. Then don't place an order for 10,000 pieces. Just order by the box. Let's make it an even, lucky number 80 boxes. Smart kid. You got it. We'll do exactly what you said. 80 boxes, delivered sharp at 8 tomorrow morning. Ha ha ha! The next day, I purposely showed up an hour late. Did you buy them? You bought them, right? Yeah, they're on the way. Chen Shu, it seems you didn't take what I said yesterday to heart. Where are the neckerchiefs I told you to buy? Teacher Sun, I bought them. You bought them? Where are they then? Are you going to pull them out of thin air like a magic trick? Ha ha ha. Is there a teacher Sun Ping from class 3, year 2 here? Please come to the school gate immediately. Right now, your delivery is here. It's a massive shipment. It's completely blocking the school entrance. The recipient is listed as you. Get down here. I'm coming. Wow. Check out that pile. You must be teacher Sun Ping, right? Please sign for these 80 boxes of red neckerchiefs and verify the count. Principal, look at this. It's all written clearly right here. 80 boxes, that's right. That's a total of 9,600 pieces. The client specifically requested the highest quality. Sun Ping, what is the meaning of this? I don't know. You don't know? The recipient's name on the manifest is yours. And you're telling me you don't know? That's not what I meant, I swear. Director Liu, get that student Chen Shu from class 3, year 2, down here right now. You and your driver, get to my office right now. Oh, hey, Mr. Wang. First, have the forklift unload all the goods into the sports equipment room. Hurry up. Yes, understood. Don't block the entrance. It looks terrible. Chen Shu, come out here for a second. Hello, principal. Student Chen Shu, tell the principal. What's with all those scarves at the gate? Mr. Sun told me to buy them. He said since I didn't bring one, I had ruined our group honor. He punished me by making me buy new ones for the whole class. Later, he even said I might as well get them for the entire school. I'm a good student. I listened to my teacher. Ha ha ha. Is this your father's number? Yes. Hello? Am I speaking with the parent of student Chen Shu? Mr. Chen Qiming? I am the principal of Sunshine Elementary. regarding the matter of your child purchasing those red scarves. I think we need to have a talk in person. Don't be afraid, Dad's here. Hello, Principal Wang. Hello. Please, have a seat. I've heard the whole story from my son. You're Mr. Sun, right? My son said. You ordered him to buy red scarves for the entire class. My son also said. You suggested he might as well get them for the whole school, because you said he's a good student, and should listen to his teacher. So, my family followed your orders. We rushed to purchase 80 boxes. That's 9,600 scarves in total. Here is the delivery invoice. The recipient is you. Teacher Sunping, the goods have already been delivered. We have completed the task you assigned. Now, Mr. Sun, please tell me, what did we do wrong? That's not what I meant. I was just saying it off the top of my head. I was just really angry at the time. Who knew he'd actually go out and buy it, and buy so much? Miss Sun, first of all, you are a teacher. You are not some shrew screaming at people on the street. Every word that comes out of your mouth, especially in front of students, should be spoken with responsibility. Second, my son is only 7 years old this year. In his world, whatever the teacher says is a command. It's the absolute truth. He has no way of distinguishing between your angry venting and your actual instructions for his education. Third, and most importantly, as a teacher, you abused your power. You humiliated my son in front of the entire class, and you used this method to punish him. You are not fit to be a teacher. Mr. Chen, please calm down for a moment. Regarding this matter, Miss Sunday certainly handled things inappropriately. On behalf of the school, I would like to offer an apology to you and your child. Principal Wang, if an apology were all it took, then what would we need the police for? Today, my son happens to have a strong personality, and our family happens to have the means to handle this. But what if it were a different child? What if it were an introverted child from an ordinary, average family? Would he just have to swallow this kind of humiliation? Would his parents just have to bite their tongues and take it, and actually spend hundreds of dollars to satisfy this teacher's selfish desires? Mr. Chen, are you saying that first? This cannot just end like this? This is no longer just a simple issue of teaching ethics. This is suspected attempted extortion. Second, I suspect that teacher Sunping acting this way is not the first time. Mr. Sun, over these past years, under various pretexts, how many items have you coerced students and parents into sponsoring? And how many fines have you extorted from them? Don't you dare spout such nonsense. I never. Everything I did was strictly for classroom management, purely for the students' own good. Is that so? These are posts I gathered from your school's parent forums, along with various local social media platforms. Just take a look at what I've dug up. Principal Wang, I suggest you take a good look at this. See how many anonymous parents are speaking out against Mr. Sun, detailing how he used class funds and bogus material fees to extort money from students. Amounts ranging from a few bucks to tens or even hundreds of dollars. Was there ever any public accounting for this money? Was any of it ever reported? Sunping, is this actually true? Principal Wang, my demands are simple. First, the school must immediately suspend Sunfen and launch an investigation. You need to get to the bottom of all his financial misconduct and lack of moral integrity over the years. Second, issue a formal school-wide apology to my son to undo the damage this incident has caused him. Third, hand down a severe disciplinary action against Sunping. If the school fails to comply or attempts to cover this up, I'm calling the Municipal Bureau of Education right now, along with the Disciplinary Inspection Committee. I'm sure they'll be incredibly interested in the story of this 80-something-year-old teacher's questionable behavior. Ren Shichu, notify Mr. Sunping from Class 3 of the second year. He is to stop his current duties effective immediately and submit to an investigation. I didn't mean to, Principal. I swear I really didn't. Principal Wang, a suspension and investigation are only the first step. What about my second demand for a public apology, Mr. Chen? A school-wide public reprimand? Isn't that taking things a bit too far? After all, Mr. Sun has been working at our school for over a decade. He humiliated my son in front of the entire class. When he forced him to buy red spirit hearts for the whole school, why didn't he think about the impact then? An apology in front of the entire school. That is the bare minimum requirement. Wherever he lost his face, that is exactly where he must pick it back up. I won't let my son go through life unable to hold his head high at this school because of this. Fine. Tomorrow morning, during the break, I will hold an assembly for all students and faculty. I, representing the school, will personally apologize to Chen Shu. And regarding the investigation results for teacher Sunping, I expect to see them within 3 days. Otherwise, come on, Chen Shu. Let's go home. Chen Shu, do you know why Dad did what he did today? It's because we shouldn't bully others. But more importantly, we can't let others bully us either. When someone uses their own rules to bully you, you don't just sit there and cry. You don't beg for mercy. You use their own rules against them. So that's the logic behind it. Sunping's rule was that whatever a teacher says, a student must obey. So, we'll just show him how well we can obey. Now that they all know, no one will ever dare to laugh at me again. Class is starting. Students and teachers, I'm taking this time during the break to make an important announcement. Yesterday, an unfortunate incident occurred at our school. Sunping, the homeroom teacher for Class 3, Year 2, used inappropriate educational methods that caused severe psychological harm and damaged the reputation of one of our students. He abused his position as a teacher to make unreasonable demands, which is a serious violation of our professional code of ethics. This incident is a clear failure in school administration. It's a mistake in how we approach education. As the principal of Sunshine Elementary, I must first offer my own deep and sincere reflection. Now, representing the school, and also on behalf of Mr. Sun Ping himself, I want to reach out to Chen Shu from Class 3 of the 2nd grade and offer our most sincere apologies. I am so sorry, Chen Shu. Your teacher was wrong. The school was wrong. We should never have treated you that way. It was unfair of us to put you through such stress and hardship. The school guarantees that something like this will never happen again. We truly hope you can accept our apology. It's okay. Principal Wang, I accept your apology. After that public apology, life finally returned to normal. Sun Ping never showed his face at the school again. Director Liu took over as our temporary homeroom teacher. Those 80 boxes of red scarves were locked away in the sports equipment room, and my classmates finally stopped looking at me so strangely. Hello? Is this Chen Shu's father, Mr. Chen? May I ask who is calling? I'm the mother of Li Kai, a classmate of Chen Shu. Last year, he insisted that the class needed to buy extracurricular books and made every child pay $50. But those books cost at most $20 each at the bookstore. Then he said he was going to buy matching watercolor sets for the kids, which was another $80. And it turned out they were just the cheap ones you find outside, the kind that only cost $10 a box. Whenever we asked him about it, he'd just say we were parents who didn't understand education, or that we weren't willing to invest in our own children. If anyone dared to push for answers, their child would definitely be given a hard time at school the next day. They'd be forced to stand in the corner or be humiliated in front of the whole class. We're all just regular families. It's not easy to get our kids into Sunshine Elementary. Who would dare to cross the homeroom teacher? We didn't have a choice but to just put up with it. Mr. Chen, I have them right here. The chat logs and transfer screenshots from when the class fees were collected last year. Something felt off to me back then, so I kept my guard up and saved them secretly. I'm sending them to you right now. Other parents have them too. We're starting a group chat now to collect everything for you. You have to. You absolutely have to make sure a teacher like that can never hurt another child ever again. Chen Shu, this isn't just about our family anymore. This has become something that has to be seen through to the end. Principal Wang, this is Chen Qiming. Is there a result yet on the investigation into Sun Ping? Still. At what time? Don't bother with all that trouble. I'm about to provide you with even more direct evidence. Mr. Chen, I understand. No, you don't understand. Principal Wang, you still don't get it, do you? If I hadn't sent these things to you today, were you just planning to brush me off? With a slap on the wrist like a temporary suspension? If it weren't for the fact that my son just happened to have a father like me, would Sun Ping still be running wild in your school? This isn't just about Sun Ping alone. Principal Wang, this is a management failure. It's a systematic loophole. And as the principal, you are ultimately to blame. Mr. Chen, you're right. It was my dereliction of duty. Please, trust me. I will definitely I will give all the victimized parents and students a proper answer. I don't need your assurances. I only care about results. First thing tomorrow morning, an investigation team from the Bureau will be arriving at Sunshine Elementary. That was the call I just made. Mr. Chen, I hope to see the school leadership fully cooperating and taking the initiative to police themselves, instead of a team that just covers up the issues and shirks its responsibilities. Principal Wang, this is the last chance I'm giving you. Choose how you want to handle this yourself. Chen Shu, remember this. Sometimes, blowing things out of proportion isn't about hurting more people. It's about lancing that festering sore in the dark, once and for all. Only when sunlight reaches into the darkest corners can the shadows truly be dispelled. The investigation team my father mentioned has arrived. My mom said Mr. Sun got arrested. That's nonsense. My dad said he's just suspended and stuck at home writing a confession. I heard he's made other students buy way more expensive things before. I also heard that if anyone didn't listen to him, he'd make sure they failed their exams. I didn't join in on their gossip. Chen Shu, please, could you just say a word to your father for me? I was wrong. I was seriously wrong. I shouldn't have punished you. Please, make him let me off the hook. I can't lose this job. I have children to feed at home. I'm begging you. Get in the car. We're going home. Mr. Chen, the investigation results are in. Yeah? Following the joint verification by the investigation team and the school, Sun Ping's case is very serious. He illegally collected fees from students and parents. The total amount reached over $70,000. Among that, over $30,000 has unaccounted records. The money is missing, which basically confirms embezzlement for personal gain. Furthermore, the investigation team discovered that multiple times during exams and student evaluations, he gave preferential treatment in grading to the parents who gave him gifts, and he suppressed those who didn't. This already constitutes abuse of power and soliciting bribes. The school board and the bureau held a joint meeting. The final disciplinary decision has been handed down. First, we're stripping Sun Ping of his public position. We are officially documenting his misconduct, and we've revoked his teaching license. Second, we have gathered all the evidence regarding Sun Ping's suspected embezzlement and his illegal solicitation of funds from parents. Everything has been handed over to the authorities. He's going to face the full force of the law. Third, the school is setting up a special task force to refund every single cent of those illicit fees. Starting next Monday, we will reach out to the affected parents one by one to process the refunds. Fourth, as the principal, I have received a major disciplinary warning for my failure to oversee the staff. My conduct is being publicly criticized throughout the city's entire education system. Director Liu has also received appropriate disciplinary action. Mr. Chen, thank you. You have taught us, and every other educator here, a very important lesson today. Sometimes cutting away the rod is painful, but it is absolutely necessary. That's just what you needed to do. I really hope that Sunshine Elementary can finally live up to its name from now on. Is it over now, Dad? Was Mr. Sun a bad person? I don't think he was just a bad person. He was an adult who did the wrong thing and refused to own up to his mistakes. When you do something wrong, you have to pay the price. That is the most basic rule of this world. I'll help you put it together. A notice was posted on the school's bulletin board. It was an announcement regarding the refund of illegal fees collected from Class 3, Grade 2. The notice detailed exactly how Sun Ping had, over the past few years, invented all sorts of excuses to extort money. It clearly stated that, starting today, the school finance office would refund every penny to the parents. When school let out, a long line had already formed outside the finance office. My father said that our family isn't going to take back a single cent. We consider that money to be the cost of the lesson we learned from this whole ordeal. Refund? Chen Shu, take it. Thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you too, sir. If it weren't for the two of you, all that money would have gone down the drain. Oh, don't mention it, ma'am. It's just what my dad had to do.